What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Aklon Legacy. This is Vij again, and welcome to a new game. This game is one of my favorites, and it may look similar, because we've got the blocks, we've got grass, we've got big old trees, but I promise you this is not the one you're thinking of. And if you happen to be the few that know exactly what this game is, well, you just gained brownie points in my book. So what game is it? Minecraft. No, I'm just joking. It's actually called VintageStory. Ooh, almond mushrooms. I like almonds. Well, the reason why I like this game is because it's a lot like Minecraft in the sense that there's the blocks, there's the survival, there's the surviving mechanics such as eating, sleeping, things like that. But this game goes so in depth with the crafting and with the survival mechanics. It's just so cool. I honestly, in some ways, like it better than Minecraft itself. So I'm going to start a series where we're going to play in this world I created. Here's the map. Of course, it's absolutely massive. The game, I think it's a million blocks in each direction, something like that. Either way, it's going to be huge. There's a really cool and somewhat trippy storyline. Now, of course, we won't get to that content for a while, but I figured I'd bring you all along on my journey. Of course, with every playthrough, you want to find some stones really quick, because guess what? You don't just go and build a wood pickaxe and all that crap. No, this is completely different. What I need to find are some stones that I can flint nap. Now, you see, these are shale. See, I can't really do much with these because, well, first I need two. The idea is I'm going to place this on the ground holding shift and right click, and then I'm going to click it again. But you see, type of stone's too soft. I can't use shale. What I can do with shale though is I can throw it. That's kind of a cool mechanic. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up a few of these just in case I have to throw them. Now, for the time being, I like all these mushrooms, so I'm going to go on the map here, right click, and you see there's this cool interface where you can pick what symbol you want. I'm going to put a mushrooms. It's going to save it for later, so on my map now you can see the mini map on the top right. It shows me where they were. I love it. Clear that out of the way for you guys. So first, we need to find some wood, like this. Get some of that. Get some nice sand. And see, there's a whole bunch of different kinds of terrain. Ah, this right here. This is exactly what we want. Flint. Flint is perfect to get started. See, our Stone Age is not just mine dirt, pick up wood, turn it wood into tool, mine stone, make stone tool. No. That's too easy. This game makes you fight. Whoa. Okay. So we are nowhere near the Copper Age, but I'm gonna write that down. We're gonna need that later. Not for several episodes, of course, though. Forget-me-nots. Well, sorry, I'm probably gonna have to forget you for now. Oh, more copper. We will be back for those, I promise. What is that? The dragonfly. No. Inventory. So, oh, it's a dead salamander. Oh, and I can eat it. Nice. As you can see here, I have my inventory open, though. You have your standard crafting grid, but look at this. I have no inventory slots, because if you look over here, there's all these basket symbols. Your inventory, you actually have to build it up over time. So anyway, I'll explain that in more detail later. For now, though, I need to find plenty of flint. We're going to need lots of that. Ooh, death cap. You don't want that one. Poisonous. Loose flint. There we go. Now we have two pieces. Just look at this landscape. It's like so awesome. Alright, so anyway, distracted. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go right here. We're going to press G and we're going to sit on the ground. We're going to hold shift and right click. Now you see here, it brought up in the interface for the flint napping. What I'm going to recommend your first tool be is a stone or a flint knife blade. Now there's lots of different types of stones you can make tools out of. Flint is just one of the more common ones. So now what you're going to do is take these pixels here and left click them. All the ones that are shaped with the orange around the edge, which I'm pretty sure there's a setting if you're colorblind like me to change the settings or the color, but I've just kind of gotten used to it. I'm going to go ahead and click it, and you see when you take off a whole layer it disappears. Now looky there, we now have a flint blade, but I can't do anything with that yet because I need some sticks. Now you see I picked up that driftwood, but it doesn't count. I have to find actual sticks. Oh, cattails, very important. We'll be back for you. But first, I need wood. Specifically, I need sticks. And you'd think it'd be easy to get them here in the woods, and it is, because branchy, bald cypress leaves. Nothing? Really? Okay, let's try again. Nothing. Okay, try again. See, this game makes you work for it the entire way. Come on, I just need sticks. Okay, I don't see anything useful right here. Oh, more flint. More or less, guys, you just want to pick up as much of that as you can. It looks as though we're in a biome where the shale rock, this purplish, bluish, whatever color that is the dominant bedrock. We don't want that. Shale's not as useful as other stones. So, if you look on the map, though, I'm finding plenty of flint in this general direction, so most likely that means there's flint under the ground. Oh, another piece of driftwood. See, here's the issue, though. I'm filling up my inventory already, and I haven't even gotten anything all that important yet. Earthworm. More of that later. Hey, look, more copper. Alright. See, I really need to just get out of these woods because let's just say the enemies inside the forest biomes are not friendly at all. So instead, we're going to run this away. I also need to get some food because if you look down on the bottom right, you'll see that green bar. Yeah, that's my food bar. You see, we're already getting hungry, so no good. So I'm going to go find my way out of these woods and find me some sticks. Oh, it's a bunny rabbit. We'll be back for him. Oh, it's a snake. A pit viper. So I do have a couple of mods added to this game, which actually VintageStory is built in a way that adding mods is super easy. And I can give you guys a list of them if you're interested, that I find to be the best ones. The only issue is the game updates often, and every single time you download an update, there is the chance of it breaking a mod, but it's easy to figure out which one's broken by just turning it off and trying to load your game again. Ah, here we go. We finally have a stick. Just got a couple more, and I'll show you why that's important. Oh, and we got a seed. That is a maple samara, which is the little helicopter thing that maple trees drop. So we're going to just keep going. Got a few more. Okay, that's enough. So, what we're going to do now is we're going to take our stick, put it in the inventory. We're going to take our knife blade, put it right on there. And you see that? Now, we have a flint knife. Very important. Your first tool should be a knife. Because look at this now. One, we can fight. Not going to help us very much, but it's better than our fists. But two, if you press and hold left click, now I can gather grass. Because if I do it without a tool, it just destroys it. But if you also notice, I slice it down to the root, but the root stays there, so this grass will grow back. The reason why we want to get this grass is because the music is telling me it's getting later into the day already, and we need to get a fire started. Ooh, red clay. We're going to need this soon, so I'm going to mark this on the map as well. And red clay is different than other clay, because there's red, blue, and fire clay. Fire clay is a little difficult to get now. They've changed that slightly. No, I want you to. But we'll get to that later. Alright. But yeah, that music is telling me it's time to hurry up. Not only do I need to find food, but I also need to get a shelter going. So, I have several options. What was that noise? Oh, it's a chicken! Chicky chicky! Which we can't do anything with the chickens yet. I could try to hunt some chickens and get some meat, which I might do. Later on in the game, however, you will be able, or I will be able to, and you as well, actually capture the chickens and domesticate them into your own livestock. But that takes that's pretty far into the game. That's a bit into the progression. You need metal tools for that because you need a saw and you need all that. That is a good ways away. What I'm going to do instead is gather up a whole bunch of these mushrooms, because hopefully, oh poo. Well, we're gonna drop this maple seed because I can't do nothing with it right now. Instead, we're gonna gather up these mushrooms because they're edible. Hopefully. Yep. Oh, the gold drop milk cap is actually poisonous. We are not eating those. We want these ones. Now, hopefully you saw what I mean by poisonous, because it gives you a health damage bonus. Or debuff, I guess I should call it. But instead, we're going to have these lobster mushrooms, because they are not poisonous. And they give you 80 food, which may sound like a lot. Ooh. However, hold right click, you can see not very much on their own. But indigo milk cap. Hold H. If you press H, you bring up the survival handbook, and there's this cool toggle here that you can pause the game while you're in here, which is really fun. I'm going to look up this milk cap, if I can spell it right. Yeah, indigo milk cap. Ooh, they are not poisonous. Guess what? We're keeping them. Because if they're edible and they won't hurt me, then it is food that I won't die for. Whoa, don't go in there. Do not go in there. Okay. Now, one thing that I do want to do, though... Nope, not you. Items will despawn eventually, so that's also for if you die, you gotta get your items back, because you lose your inventory. Quite a few chickens over there. I think I'm gonna put these rocks in my inventory, because I want to see if I can I get one. You get back here. Come on. I want some roast chicken. Oh, I got one. Hey. Dum-dum. Alright, well either way, here's one that's dead. We're gonna shift and hold right click. And looky there, we got 2 raw chicken and 10 feathers. Unfortunately, we can't do much with that right now, so we're gonna drop that, pick you up, put that in there. And we're gonna have to leave the feathers because I can't carry them, and they're not really all that useful to me right now. Alright, but now I have some meat, which is good. Because now I can, once I build a fire, we can start cooking it. Although, you can see my inventory is already maxed out, which is no good. So what I really need to do now is drop something. And we're going to drop that. I don't need it. What I am going to pick up, though, is these cattails. Press and hold left click, and you can pick them up. The reason why is I need to make some baskets. Some hand baskets, to be precise. Because what this will do is it'll give me some inventory room. I'm not entirely... Ooh, quartz. I'm not entirely sure where he puts them. I guess the game is assuming they're like on his belt hook or something. Well, it's called a hand basket, so I would assume that they're... I don't have to... We're going to go back for those. I would assume they're literally in his hand, but he can have 4 of them, so... I don't know. But we're going to need quite a few of these cattails. So, I'm going to go ahead and gather up a bunch of these cattails. And when I think I have enough, I'll come back and show you guys what we're going to do with them. Okay guys, I brought you back because I saw something that I know you're going to love. Well, for one, there's this red clay we found earlier. But looky here. See how these trees look a little different? These are a special kind of tree. What are you? Look at that. It's a yellow apple tree. We are definitely marking these down because these apple trees at a certain time of year will actually grow apples that we can pick. And if we get lucky, we can come and collect cuttings and actually keep them. And then plant the cuttings, take them back to our base, and grow our own apple trees. So that's why it's very important whenever you find a little patch of these things, mark them on your map so you can come back. Oh, that's a cherry tree. Also usable as that, but I don't have the equipment to get those yet, so that's why we're just going to put them down there on the map. Ow. And that's where we're just going to leave it. Gonna pick up some more of these because I need projectiles. Unfortunately, we need some better tools, but for now I still need to get more cattails, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave again, let you in, not bore you guys to tears with all that. I'm gonna go find some more. Okay guys, I found another resource that's very important. Borax. We are saving this because we will need this later, and quite a bit of it. I'm gonna save that as well. I also realized I already do have enough of those cattails to make some inventory. So if you look here, I have 17. I need 10 to make a basket. So I'm going to go ahead and use one to make a hand basket. So I'm going to go ahead and use some of these and make a basket. Pull it out of the inventory, put it right here. But looky there. I already have some. I have 3 inventory slots. But as you can see, it's getting dark, dangerous, because when it gets dark, that means the bad guys come out. So, we are going to build ourselves a special tool real quick, a shovel head, because I'm going to have to dig myself a hole in the ground. It's the only way that I'm going to survive the night, that's for sure. Because let's just say, it gets dark in VintageStory. Pick up the shovel head. I also found some more sticks while you were gone. We're going to do that. Now I have a shovel. And we're going to dig up some dirt. It's also thunderstorming in the game. And it's also raining in real life, so it's a little peaceful. And you can see I still have the chicken in my inventory. So once I get my fire going, we will definitely cook that up and eat it. We may save it for our breakfast, because overnight your hunger goes down while you sleep, which is, you know, could be dangerous, especially if you're low health, because as you sleep your health will regenerate, but so will your food bar will go down. The reason why I'm collecting all these rocks is because they're my only ranged weapon right now. And sticks are always nice to have too. No, I don't. I want to keep you. We're going to do this. As you can see, I've already all but filled up my inventory again, though. Inventory management is one of the most important aspects of this game. What I really need to do is find more cattails. So I really... Ooh, that looks dangerous. We're going to leave it alone. Also you. Because you see, if I get enough of those, I can make 3 more baskets, and then we'll have 12 inventory slots. Ooh, we found a ruin. These are good. They are important structures with good loot. And you see, there's a cracked vessel named Farming. This is going to be very helpful for us because the loot inside of that little jar will be free and it'll give us all kinds of good stuff. But I don't have any inventory to pick it up in right now, so we're just going to mark this as a ruin. We'll just save it right there and we'll come back later. Oh, and you can see how dark it got suddenly. So what I'm going to have to do here is start gathering up a bunch of grass. We're going to make ourselves a bed. Okay. Still need a little bit more. Sorry about the interruption there, guys. I got a call from a buddy of mine. Had to let him know I'm recording to show you guys this new game. Well, I say new game. I've been playing it for a while, but you guys haven't seen it yet. Man, look at that bright flashes. Alright, now we need to make... Okay, that's not how you make it. They changed the crafting recipe recently, and I'm still getting used to the new one. Alright, you lay those 3 out. And now I have myself a hay bed. Alright. Really, at this point, I need to find myself a safe place. Because it is dark. It's hard to see. I'm sure you guys can't see nothing. I can barely see what I'm doing at all. Okay. Well, we're just going to build ourselves a little shelter here. Alright. Just like so. Man, it's gotten very dark. But that's alright. We're doing fine. There's no panicking. At least not yet. Instead, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a trick here so I can get you guys to be able to see again. Drop that, put this down, put you in there. Gonna need a piece of grass, several pieces. I dropped my stones. Oh well. It'll be alright. We're gonna put these in here. So what we're gonna do, just gonna place down this right here. See, I did hold a right click on it, and now it started a fire pit. See, the issue is I don't have a way to start a fire yet. I'm gonna see something. I wanna see if it lets me. It does not. Okay. Well, I'm going to place these on the ground, because I don't need those right now. Looks like it's gonna force me to gather some firewood, which means that I have to make a flint axe. Actually, I just had an even better idea. What we're going to do instead is look up a torch, because I can never remember how to make one. Alright, so a stick and some grass. Alright. I believe we can manage that. Stick and some grass. Put that. And then we're going to set this torch right. Nope. Oh, okay. Wrong button. We're going to stick it in here. Okay, see? Now we have a torch, but it is not lit. So now, I have to build a fire starter. So, let's get a fire starter going. Fire starter. Think of it kind of like the caveman rubbing 2 sticks together. Essentially the same idea. You need some grass. Alright, so it's 2 grass. Nope, I'm doing it backwards. 2 sticks and grass. Okay. Now, of course, because it's wet, this might take a while. I'm going to take this. I'm going to hold right click Hey, look at that. First try. Alright, now I can see. And now, with this like that, I can start putting some of this crap back on the ground. Because luckily this game has ground storage. Now the issue with these torches, they go out eventually. It's not like Minecraft where, you know, torches are set and they're just infinite. Nope, that's too easy. These are gonna be needing replaced. Now of course you can always just pick it up and put it back down and it resets the timer. At this point, I need to enclose this in. Alright. So now that I have these. Oh! Piggy Wiggy. Very angry Piggy Wiggy. Ah, you bit me. That's not nice. Okay. We are in a pickle, guys. See, those pigs are angry. Because it's dark. But that's okay. Alright, while I'm in here and I'm protected, I need to make another tool. This one's going to be a flint axe. Your first axe that allows you to chop wood. So let's go ahead and get this baby chopped up. Or I should say napped up. I'm going to take you. Give you a handle. Put you in this slot. Just like so. Now at this point, see, I have my fire there, but I'm gonna need to dig out some more dirt, make my cave a little better. Put you like that. Because I need some more room in here. It's a little cramped. Bada bing, now we got a bigger one. I got my torch, we're gonna dig that up. We're moving it. It's gonna get moved over to this spot. However, you gotta allow some area for the smoke to clear. Or else you'll smoke yourself out and then you'll not be very happy. Alrighty. So unfortunately, guys, at this point, my only option is to get out there. Not with an axe. You use a shovel for dirt. Apologies for the pauses. My kitty cat wants attention. Alright. So this is going to more or less be our door for the time being. We have some wood, but I need to harvest actual wood. Hey, get out of here. Beat it. Alright, we need wood. I'm gathering wood. You'll notice something interesting about tree felling in this game too. Hey. Get out of here. Chopping down trees takes a while, but look at that. Chops the whole tree for you. Right, at this point, we're going to drop that because I have my torch, so I can use it for similar options. We're going to chop up this last log here. Get out of here. Piece of crap. Go. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay. Now that I have my wood, we're going to go in here. Now I am protected, I believe. For the time being, anyway. Now what I need is to build my campfire again. Just gonna go in here. We're gonna do this. And this. Campfire is gonna go right here. Gonna sit you down too. The reason why is because now I need to take my flint axe in my inventory, plop all this in there, Now you see I have firewood, so now what I can do is place all that firewood in there. Pick up my torch. Put it in my hand. Press the shift and hold right trigger. Right click, I should say. Look at that. Now we have a fire. I have a campfire that I can cook my chicken on. So now we're doing pretty good. Alright. Now here's another cool option we have. Look here. Hold your shift button. Right click the ground. Shift and control and right click. You can put your tools right there on the ground. I love it. Alright, the next thing we're going to put down is our bed. I'm going to do that. And this is going to be our humble abode for a while. Look at that, our first piece of chicken is done. Just in time too, look at that. We are starving to death. So, ka-chow. Yum, 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 yum. Don't forget, I haven't forgotten about the dead salamander yet. He's going to get cooked up and eaten too. Of course, this is going to be a long first night. Which, of course, I'll skip ahead for you guys. Because, you know, you don't have to stand here and just wait. Now, one cool thing I can do, though, is this torch. I have an offhand slot. I can actually put the torch in my offhand and carry it. However, I have learned recently that carrying things in your offhand actually makes you burn more calories. So, we're not going to do that. What we are going to do, though, is eat this other piece of chicken. Yummy. As you can tell, though, our character has a big belly, and he likes to eat. So we're going to have to get more food eventually. At this point, though, I think it's time to whip up our first actual weapon, our flint spear. So we're going to go ahead and nap out this spearhead here. I love the spears in this game. They're awesome for multiple reasons. It's a melee weapon and the earliest ranged weapon. We're going to take that. Put this in here. Bada bing. We got a spear. Now you just got to organize your hotbar a little bit, because it, for some reason, only likes to do one or the other. It doesn't like to... It'll go from 1 to 3. It won't go 1 to 2. I don't know if that's a bug on my part, or if it's just me not doing it right. Because if I hold control, it still won't. I hold alt, it still won't. Shift still won't. But if I want to go to number 2, I can just click number 2, 3, 4. So either way, we'll make it work. Alright, at this point, I think I'm going to put my spear here, my shovel, and my axe. Just to organize it to the way that I prefer it. And we're actually going to go ahead and put this torch back up on the wall, because I want to save my firewood. Eat my salamander. Ooh, that actually gave a lot more than I anticipated. So now, we're going to take our firewood, put it on the ground, pick up this driftwood. That driftwood will burn. So at this point, now we're ready to fight these piggy wiggies. Get out of here. Go. Go. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? You don't like it, do you? Mm-hmm. The issue is, I can't see what I'm doing out here. I'm curious, if I pick up my torch, and I do put it in the offhand, will the rain put it out? Now you see I can poke it all day. But it runs away. And now I lost it. But that's okay, because it'll come back. But there's another option I can do with this thing. If if you look here, I can throw it. And I love the spear because you can throw it. And it hits hard too. When you throw it, it actually does more damage than just simply thrusting. At this point though, we're just trying to survive the night. We've already burned through that driftwood. See, it has a burn duration of 24 seconds and it burns at 700 degrees C, which I don't really follow Celsius very well, so y'all can tell me in the comments what that actually turns into. At the moment though, I need to forage for some more sustenance. There's that piggy. No, this is the piggy. I can tell that this is the damaged one because it's running away. The squealing is the baby piggies. We're gonna leave them be. They aren't really worth fighting. They don't give you any meat, but you can instead let them grow up and then hunt them later. Hey, look. It's starting to get bright again. That's good. That means the sun's starting to come up. Or the moon's out, one or the other, but either way, I'll take it. Ooh, lead ore. We're gonna save that. I don't know if you can use lead for anything, but we're gonna keep it. I believe lead is meant for something in the that hasn't been added to the game yet. Foraging. Another ruin. Another ruin. We're just going to simply add it to our map database because I need a bigger inventory before I can think about picking up any of this junk. Ooh, another ruin. See, I only have 3 slots left in my inventory overall. So this is just going to go like that. Besides, my main priority right now is food because my dude is starving. I have a piggy going after me. And I got it. Well, I got both of them. Nice. Got the boar and the sow. Nice. Now we're going to hold shift and right click. Carve them up, baby. Oh, good. Got some meat. Got some good meat. And some fat, which is very useful. These bones are also useful, but yeah, no. I can't carry them right now. Also, so I hate to admit it, but I may have lost our... No, I didn't. Never mind. What do you talk about? I didn't lose nothing. But because of the concern that I just had, we're going to march that this is home. Right there. Alright. Now, we need to put some more fuel in there. Keep it hot. We're going to put this meat right there on the fire. No. Not like that. Click number 6. Pick up my wood. Alrighty. Now we're cooking some pork chops. I like it. Alright. Well, guys, that's the... I'm gonna call this the end of our first episode, alright, here. Got a decent bit done. We found some good resources. We found a decent place to stay. Lots of trees around. Well, you're gonna need a lot of wood. And it's the beginning of the next day. So, at this point, I'm going to say that it is a good time to call it quits. However, I'm going to show you one last thing and then I'm going to go off. Because if you see here, these raw hides, the pig hides, are perishable. They're only good for 5 days. But these raw hides can be turned into something very useful. So what I'm going to do is take this fat, which I could use to eat, but instead, we're going to put these together in the crafting menu. And we're going to make some oiled hides. These oiled hides are very important because they can be used to make pelts. We're going to just sit them on the floor. Once they cure, we'll be able to use them for pelts, which can be used for some of our earliest armor. Ah, yummy. Alright, and with that, my friends, we're going to call it quits. So, thanks for joining me today. I hope to see you on the next episode, because let me just tell you, there is a whole heck of a lot more content in this game. We're not even 1% into this game's secrets. There is so much to discover. I know you're going to love it. And I will see you next time.